Hello, and welcome to Curriculum Unbound. My name is Ashley, and today I'm going to tell you how we use the Saxon Math Homeschool Program the easy way. So the Saxon Math Homeschool Program consists of grades 4 through 7th grade math, and it's considered their middle grade math program. This is the 7-6 book, or the 6th grade math. Now, no matter what grade or level that you get in this program, they all need the same 3 books and they are structured the same way. So the 3 books you need for this curriculum would be the test and worksheet book, which I use as a consumable, and I actually rip out the tests and the worksheets for my children. The solutions manual, and of course, the student textbook. Okay, so how do I do Saxon Math the easy way? What you need to know to start with is that each level in the Saxon Math Homeschool Program from 4th to 7th grade, each level has 120 lessons, which is a lot, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. What I've realized is that the first 20 lessons are pretty much review from last year, the previous year. And the last 20 lessons are introducing concepts that they're gonna learn about next year. So I give my kids a chance to test in to the book for that year. And I do that by going to the test and worksheet book. And in the back, there's the testing schedule and section that has this really handy testing schedule and then all the tests that I just rip out. And I give them, starting with test 1 test a day. And when they miss over 3, we stop, and that's where they start in the curriculum that year. So this year, my daughter made it to test 5 before she missed over 3. And I will, of course, review everything they missed on those tests. And then it says here that test 5 covers material through lesson 25. So we started on lesson or chapter 25 this year. Since the last about 20 lessons are really just introducing topics that they're going to go over next year, I generally stop doing Saxon at around lesson 105. Now that we've tested into the book for the year, what does the average day look like? Now this is lesson 25, just an average lesson, and Saxon has warm-ups, new concept, lesson practice, and mixed practice in each of their chapters or lessons. I personally skip the warm-up. I don't make my children do it. So we just start with the new concept or the lesson for that day, which I really like because it's super simple and fast. They give great examples that walk the students through what the lesson is. Now, I have one independent learner who will read the lesson and learn it 100% by himself. And then my other child, she really prefers the guided instruction. So I just sit down and I literally read it to her and go through the examples together with her. And then she goes on and does the rest independently. I make my children do all of the lesson practice questions because those directly correlate to the new concept for the day. And then when it comes to the mixed practice, this is what I love about Saxon. This is where their spiral math comes in, where you will see things from previous chapters. And a really neat trick is that underneath the number is a parentheses with a number, and that tells you what chapter you found that concept in. And it's the same on the test too. So it's easy to go back and reference if you or they don't remember how to do it. And also for you to visually see which concepts and chapters they're needing a little bit more help on. So I only make them do half, and we'll just pick odd or even that day. So it turns out to be 15 of those mixed practice that they do. In addition to the lessons, every 10 lessons, Saxon has something called an investigation. I do not skip these. I do make my children do these. They introduce new concepts. I think it's kind of fun because it changes up what math looks like. It's not the standard format. They have a lot of different activities and hands-on things. It'll even ask you to get worksheets out of the test and worksheet book to use for the investigations. And lastly, there are the tests, which are very similar to the mixed practice because they're going to pull things from all the material prior. This testing schedule really shows you here. So for my example, test 5, it covers lesson through lessons 25. So all the different concepts that were found before that are fair game, including the information from the investigations. They do have it set up so that you are supposed to give a test every 5 lessons, which I personally do because I think it's just a great baseline. With the lessons, the investigations, and doing the tests, we're looking at anywhere between like 100 to 110 days of math for a school year. So that is how I use the Saxon Math Homeschool Program in our home. I absolutely love this program. It has worked really well for both of my children. If you would like a more detailed look inside of the curriculum, check out my video where I flip through it, and I hope that was helpful. Have a great day.